Right, here we go. If I don't do this and share with the world, this project will be stuck forever. Hi, I'm Eli, a model living with scoliosis, and I'm writing a children's book. I am naturally a shy person, so I used to tell myself that I am not confident. And I compare myself a lot with others, telling myself that they are better than me. And all these things weren't apparent to me because I wasn't a model back then. And it's part of an unwritten JD that you need to be confident being a model because it shows on the camera. So since becoming a model, all these insecurities inside of me resurfaced. It may sound like a bad thing, right? But it's actually not. I realized that I'm actually doing something really difficult. It pushes me, it challenges me to come out of my comfort zone, that there are other possibilities out there that I can try. There's a part of me inside that I have to learn to unleash. I mean, it's a cliche to say, right? But it's self-improvement. I sometimes get people telling me that I'm slim, I'm in good shape, I'm calm, I'm collected, or I look like I know what I'm doing, but we are all fighting our own battles. For me, my lack of confidence, self-doubt, and body image. And all these thoughts, I actually buried it. I thought I was over it, especially growing up as a scrawny kid. I was teased and I was told that I looked strange. And during my teenage years, my scoliosis was developing and I didn't know what it was. It was quite confusing because I thought I was just standing different from others. I had to stand a certain way to look normal. So I had to constantly adjust my body, how I stood, and also my clothes. I didn't dare to wear clothes that were too fitted. And even if I do, I would stand a certain way to make people think that I am just leaning more to one side. Then I had to go through that whole fusion surgery saga, which took about 6 months to recover, and I lost even more weight. So in the early summer, I had this idea to start a new project, to write a children's book. The idea behind it is to let children know that it's okay to have self-compassion, it's okay to be different, and life is a journey. Go out there, try something different, and discover. Using my own experience as a person living with scoliosis as a catalyst. I have actually finished the first draft and I've got better readers to read it. So I'm essentially on the second revision of my project in terms of writing. And you know, sometimes you just procrastinate and you feel like the project is kind of fizzling out. But at the same time, I really believe in this project. I had fun writing the first draft and it was actually quite emotional for me. So I don't want it to fizzle out. Showing up now, putting myself online, talking to you guys, sharing my journey with all of you is a way for me not to let this project fizzle out. I don't want a children's book that focuses so strongly on scoliosis, but rather using it as more of like a metaphor, one that is fun to read, that is heartfelt, that can be a conversational piece between parents and children, and yet beautifully illustrated so you can put on your coffee table and become a coffee table book. So when guests come over, they will be intrigued and be like, oh, what's that book? And pick it up as well. It's like whimsical for children and reflective for adults. So the story that I've written so far is about an 8-year-old boy, Ren, who has scoliosis. And because he's 8, scoliosis is a bit of a big word for him. He doesn't have the full understanding of what it's all about. And yet he is aware that he is a little bit different. So he decided to embark on this journey to discover a little bit more about himself, maybe just at the park next to his house. And during his walk or his adventure, he will meet 3 different animals who will teach him about life lessons. And at the end of his journey, he bumped into another kid with scoliosis with a slightly different experience than him. So Ren reassured this kid and tell the kid that it's okay to be different. And let me show you what I have discovered. And by then, the 3 animals have evolved into something beautiful. I brainstormed this idea out one evening, sitting down on the couch with my partner. So I had to quickly run upstairs and jot everything down on notes because I will forget very quickly. And halfway through the process, I started using this platform called Cortex, which is an AI writing tool. It's a writing tool that integrates a whole bunch of AI acting as a second brain to help me develop with my ideas. It's amazing because I can have a full-blown brainstorming session with it. I have a vision for this project. I initially wanted to hire an illustrator, but as an independent project, I have very, very limited budget. It's always fun to work and collaborate with other creators, isn't it? So things might change, you never know. And as for right now, I am tight, very tight, which means I am at the very beginning stage of my project because writing is just the very start of it. I have to learn how to illustrate, and I would love to record my own audiobook as well. I will do an update once a month for accountability for my own sake, and also to bring you guys along on my journey because I'm a model with a full-time job and I also do content creation part-time. So I need to slowly build up the momentum. So before I go, I would love to read you guys a small paragraph. Chapter 1. The journey begins. A mirror, a t-shirt, and a brave idea. Ren is 8 years old, and his back curves gently, like the letter S. He has something called scoliosis, a word as twisty as his spine. Some people say he takes the long way around, but maybe it's just the scenic route. At school, he hunches his shoulders and avoids looking in mirrors. He feels different from everyone else, and different feels wrong. One sunny morning, a gentle breeze carries the scent of fresh grass through the window. Birds chirp their wake-up songs outside. Ren feels tired of feeling sorry for himself. Ren stands in front of his mirror, adjusting his favorite blue t-shirt. The mirror shimmers faintly in the morning sun, reflecting his thoughts more than his t-shirt. His reflection tilts like a question mark, waiting for an answer and doesn't yet know. Lopsided. Like his t-shirt, like his thoughts, like everything lately. Why can't I look like that? He wonders. Why does my t-shirt never sit right?